Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Dom, and today we are checking out the iPad Air Smart Case. This is a leather case that comes in 6 different colors, but it'll set you back about 80 bucks, and we are going to find out if it's worth the price. So let's go ahead and start by checking out the case here first. On the inside here, you'll notice that we have a nice microfiber lining, and at the bottom here, we do have iPad Smart Case. Now, up at the top, we actually have a smooth area that will help the cellular version of the iPad Air fit in here with no problems. It just helps support that plastic inlay on the cellular version. But let's go ahead and stick the iPad Air inside of this case, and we will see what it's all about. All you have to do is plop it in there and then press down on the corners, and you are good to go. Now, as you can see here at the bottom, we do have cutouts here for the grills of the speaker, so it'll allow the audio to pass through the case so you can hear everything just fine. You'll also notice here that we have a cutout for the lightning port right in the center there, and this will also support the 30-pin to lightning connector. They made it big enough to where it will support that connector and quite a few other third-party chargers. Now, moving on to the side of the smart case, you'll notice that we have a nice little cutout here that will allow us to access the mute switch, and then we have little covered portions for our volume button, so to keep those nice and protected. Let's go ahead and check out the top of the case here now, though. We do have an opening for our headphone port, as you can see on the left side of the screen here, and it's kind of hard to see, but you'll notice in the center on the top we have a little hole for the microphone there, and then we have our covered lock button on the other side. Now, moving on to the back of the case, you'll notice that we have a cutout for the camera here, and then in the middle we have our second microphone for the iPad Air, and then right below that in the smack dead center we have an Apple logo that's impressed into the leather that gives it a nice premium feel. Now, if you're wondering how much bulk this will add to your iPad Air, it really doesn't add a lot. Actually, as you can see here, it's pretty thin. I really do enjoy the form factor of this case. It really doesn't make your iPad Air much bulkier. Of course, it adds a little bulk, but you do also get a little bit of protection with that added bulk. And with the premium feel and some of the functionalities of this case, it might be worth it for you. Now, we do have this little nub that hangs off the edge, and that is because there is a hinge here on the smart case, which allows the cover to open and unlock your device. So, what exactly are you getting with this case? Well, first off, we have the sleep-wake functionality, so you can open up the case and it'll unlock your device, and you can close it and it'll lock it back up. Aside from that, you do also get a couple of different angles here that you can stand up your iPad using the smart case. As you can see, if you just fold the flap into a triangle and tuck it away behind the iPad Air, you can actually use it as a stand to watch movies or, I don't know, play a video game maybe, or browse the web, anything like that. You just get a nice stand here that'll stand it up and keep it in landscape mode. And then you also do have another option. If you just lay that down on its back, you can use it to maybe type up something. I personally don't prefer the angle that this sits at for typing, but it could be useful for you, and that's just my opinion, of course. But I don't really think that the functionality that the iPad Smart Case gives your device is really worth the $80. But of course, this isn't anything unusual for Apple to overcharge on their accessories, and I do enjoy the premium look and feel that you get with a leather case from Apple. Now, that being said, the iPad Air Smart Case is only available in leather. You can't get a polyurethane version or anything like that. Now, alternatively, Apple has also taken away the leather version from the smart cover, which we will check out in a future video, but I just don't think $80 is worth it. You can find much more practical cases for much cheaper online if you do some looking around. There's a bunch of iPad Air cases that are out now, but I wanted to give you guys a quick look at this and give you my take on it. I do think it's worth it if you're into the whole Apple ecosystem and you want that premium look and feel of leather that we got with the original smart covers, that we got with the iPhone 5S leather case, that kind of stuff. So if you're into that, then I definitely think this is a good buy, but for the limited functionality that this case offers, I think $80 might be a little steep. I don't know, you be the judge of that, and let me know what you think down in the comments section below. And if you enjoyed this video, please be sure to give me a big thumbs up, as it does help out the channel a lot. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. This is Dom, and have a great day.